Hello everyone, it's Michelle. I am the stamp booker and I am here for an annual school hop hosted by Sarah Scraps. And it's actually so big that there's 2 days of hops. And so I am on today on Saturday, but there is also participants for Friday. So be sure and check everyone out. I'll have a link to the playlist or playlists down below. So I had gotten some things from the American Crafts warehouse sale before the fire, and I had gotten this Vicky Bouton paper pad, and I think it's Discover and Create. If anyone knows, please let me know, because it doesn't say on here, or if it does, I cannot find it. So the theme of our hop is kind of like end of the school year, that's all folks kind of thing. And so I'm going to scrapbook a photo taken after my son's baccalaureate. I always have a hard time saying that word. It's basically like a church service that is put on by the local ministerial alliance, and it's at the school. So this is a photo of my son, my husband, my mom, and myself. And yeah, so it was taken afterwards. And so there's other photos that go, actual, the graduates all walk in their cap and gown, just kind of like at graduation. And they probably played Pop and Circumstance. I have a video of it, so I guess I could watch it. But this is just a nice family photo, and so I thought that I would scrapbook it, and I went back and forth on what to title it, and I really thought I should do something about baccalaureate, but like I said, I'm going to have other photos where it's actually inside in the ceremony, and so this one I don't have to label it that. I did find the reason I think it's Discover and Create is I have this Vicky Bouton Discover and Create embellishment pack. It came with the Not Just for Boys Kit Club kit, and so that makes me think that's what that is. So I'm going to use these. I'm also, almost forgot, I'm also still working through my 30 days of sketches, series 21, which was June 2026. And I'm going to use, let me just go ahead and cut it, because I'll tape it to the back. This is a sketch by Nadine Michelle, and I was inspired by that film strip on the side, and my photo is vertical and not horizontal, or she has 2 verticals with a large horizontal piece. So it's not gonna be like that, but I do like that horizontal. So I did go and get a film strip from a 49 and Market film strip stash. I'm thinking, I don't know if it's gonna be straight, kind of like this. And then this paper was also in a Vicky Bouton paper pad, but I think this was a different paper pad, but I like the blue. So I just used my punch, and I'll probably need to stress it some, but I was thinking, basically I'm using the colors in this, proud of how far you've come. So I want the blue, the orange, the green. I was thinking about putting it down here. I also punched out some of this blue. I think this is Carolina blue cardstock from Close to My Heart. I tore the edges of both. This is what's left of the 12 by 12. Could put it over here. But this was one of the embellishments in that Discover and Create, and it's a different color blue, but I'm thinking all the way over here, it's not going to be a big deal. I just pulled out a few, like this says together. I'm thinking this here. But before I get too involved, I did want to add a stencil, and I have this one from Arden Creative Studio at Katie Petite Designs, and it's distressed tiles. So I'm thinking about doing some here. I kind of practiced on here. Still not sure what colors I want to use, if it's orange, green, blue, black, tan, because it has some craft. But I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, no, I even want it in the upper corner. I'm going to have a cluster here, here, and here. So maybe I should put it down here and do a little bit. I'm thinking the orange. So I just pulled out the sunset from Close to My Heart. See what that looks like. And when we do this, looks pretty cool. Maybe we'll do a little bit of blue. Let's see. I also pulled out Moonstruck. These are really old colors. Let's do a little bit below the orange. That's pretty cool. And I think some needs to be kind of up here in this upper part. Okay, I am not a mixed media expert. I'm a wannabe. I love this stencil though. And y'all, I ordered it from MK, some assemblage required, and then I could not find it for the longest. Let's put a little bit over here too. And I love this pattern background from Vicky Booten. I love how it basically makes my work easy, right? Okay. So I'm not sure if I went in that upper right now. That's where I always pictured it, but I'm not for sure. Set those aside. I think I'll put you on fast forward and just kind of fiddle with it, as I like to say. All right, I'm finally finished. I did my journaling. I think right here, I may not even include that actually because I was using it mostly for a pop of orange, but I got the orange in all 3 clusters. Use some foam tape to kind of add some dimension. And yeah, some brads, 3 brads. Yay! And I pulled some things out of my color drawer. I had this book plate already die cut and then this kind of bracket frame. So basically I used everything from my stash. This was cut from a piece of paper. This was, I mean, I guess it was a newer piece of paper, but I don't remember when I got this film strip. And I don't think I'd even used it yet. So I'm happy with it. Yeah, you can even see the orange behind there. Oh well. Oh well. It's not perfect, right? But it is what it is. Couldn't really find the right enamel dots. I need to go in and update my enamel dot storage, and I am going to make a video about it because this helps me see what colors I like. And I obviously like that bright. I lack that bright orange. I don't have a bright orange in here, and this is not it. So I need to get some basically primary orange enamel dots this color. I keep my Keep It Simple ones for my design team layouts. I keep them separate. I don't want to use them for, you know, personal layout. I think I do have some brighter orange there, but it's okay. I just use some stars, and I think it all works. So thank you for stopping by, and enjoy the school hop. Take care. Bye-bye.